Nacional FM y Crisol FM te informan.
El Ministerio de Comercio e Industrias advierte que serán sancionadas las personas naturales o jurídicas que utilicen la plataforma de la institución para validar salvoconductos a individuos que no trabajen en sus empresas o no guarden relación con las actividades autorizadas por el Ministerio de Salud. El mal uso del salvoconducto en el estado de emergencia nacional infringe las disposiciones legales y tienen consecuencias. Se hace un llamado a las empresas a estar vigilante en su información. Quienes detecten irregularidades al respecto deben hacer su denuncia al correo denuncias@misi.gov.pa. Si no es necesario salir, quédate en casa y mantente informado con Nacional y Crisol FM.
El Gobierno Nacional, a través del Ministerio de Cultura y CERTV, presentan Una Noche de Trovadores en el alma del folclor. Guararé, dos talentosos cantadores, el justiciero de la décima, Ernesto Ojo, Cruzaversos, con el rompefuego Herrera, Emeregido Merejo Aparicio, con la temática Red de Oportunidades. Mañana, a las 8 de la noche, por CERTV, Nacional FM, Crisol FM y Radio Nacional AM. Te invitan el Gobierno Nacional, Ministerio de Cultura, CERTV y Panamá Solidario.
Nacional 101.7, Crisol 106.9 FM, Radio Nacional 840 AM, junto a CERTV y Meduca, presentan Conéctate con la Estrella. Estamos comprometidos con la formación pedagógica de la niñez panameña.
Conéctate con la Estrella, es el proyecto de todos. Y si cantamos a coro todo el mundo.
Hey, hello, what's up? Welcome to you all today. It's a very special day, and we're very happy to have you all here for this outstanding class. So we welcome all of our students from this beautiful nation. Welcome 7th graders. Bienvenido séptimos. Today we have a very special topic for you. I know you guys are going to enjoy this class a lot. My name is Professor Jose Arjona. I'm going to be your broadcaster and facilitator for today. But I have a coworker with me. And Professor, go ahead.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for joining the class. And we're very glad to have you all here. Like the teacher Arjona said, we're very happy to teach you every Friday. We have great topics, great content to teach. And well, we hope you enjoy the class and try to speak and practice as much English as possible. Thank you so much, Teacher Jose.
Wonderful. Today we have a very interesting topic. This topic is based on your booklet, your guía, right? The topic is tourist attractions in Panama. We all love visiting places, and this is what the class is just all about, knowing our nation, Panama. But to get started with the class, we're going to be learning the objective of the class. So you, learners, will be able to locate and describe tourist places in Panama. So not only that, but the success criteria. What are you guys going to be learning, achieving at the end of the class? You can speak about tourist places in Panama, and then you can also use adjectives to describe these wonderful places that we have in our country. Now, I would like to ask Professor Jose to read a little bit on the definition. Like, what is a touristic attraction, or what is a tourist attraction?
Okay, well, a touristic attraction is a place that people visit for pleasure and interest, usually while they are on holidays.
That's correct. So please, for those students on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Zoom, we have a Zoom class online right now with outstanding students and Professor Olivia Burton joining us also right here. So please copy in your notebook this definition. As the professor already said, it's a place that people visit. Just like that. You don't need to write anything else. A place people visit, especially when they are on vacation. Now, a very interesting fact I would like to explain here. Since we are all Panamanian, or you live in Panama, but you belong to a different nation, a different country, a well-known place is the Panama Canal. The Panama Canal is a tourist attraction many people visit today. But let me explain a very interesting fact about it. Recently, statistics have shown that last year, 2019, more than 1 million people visited the Panama Canal. Imagine that number. Wow, it's a big number. I will have to need a calculator to do so. And it's going to be impossible to read a lot of zeros there. More than 1 million people visited the Panama Canal. You know, this is our famous place in Panama, which we're very proud of, especially because we have visited, and when we have people from other countries, they visit the Panama Canal. To understand a little bit more the lesson, I would like to introduce new words. Professor Jose will help us with that.
Sure. So we have some great vocabulary about our topic today, which is touristic places in Panama. We got a lot of pretty and beautiful and amazing places here. This amazing country. So the vocabulary that we have for today, number one word you can remember, and I encourage you guys to practice and repeat at home. Practice the vocabulary, okay? Let's go with me. Number one, amazing. Number two, beautiful. Number three, huge. Number four, attractions. Then we have number five, which is recommended. Number six, hotel. Number seven, tourist. Number eight, vacation. Number nine, visitor. All of these words you can practice and repeat at home alongside your teachers, so you can practice a little bit more your English, right, Teacher Jose?
That's correct. Very good. So in the meantime, you kind of remember the word or you review them. I would like to send some greetings. So greetings to Meredith, good. Greetings to Grace Gonzalez, Adriana Arjona, Omar Hurtado, Pilar del Carmen Beverly, Ronaldo Rivera, Ramon Pinzon. We also have greetings for George Sanchez, Marian Segundo, Elianis Quintero, Ladier Lopez, Genesis Martinez, Mia Ceballos, and Cesar Han. So greetings for these students who are right here on an online class. And I also know Professor Jose has some greetings right now on Instagram.
Correct, yes. We have people joining also on Instagram. We have Paula, right? We have Jennifer, Max, Eddie Diaz is also here. Joshua, Arcelio, Franklin, also thumbs up, buddy, for being connected. Thank you so much. Aníbal, Pilar, Yesenia, Giselle, a lot of people, Marjorie, it's a lot of students joining our class today. Thank you so much for being here and for listening to our classes.
Very good. We also have greetings to La Premedia de las Barretas Ola Cocle. So it says, be very positive and may God bless all of the teachers from this school and community. Mr. Eliezer Moran is also saying greetings. This class is for séptimo, 7th grade. Greetings to the students of 8th and 9th grade. Multigrado. Encantada de Río Indio de parte de el profesor. Excellent. Thank you so much, Professor Roberto Conte, for being right here. But we have to have more. Are you guys ready for more? Definitely we have more activities. Now we have a match. And in this match, you have to match the number with the letters, right? The first word is huge, amazing, then hotel, vacation, and tourist. Let me clarify this pronunciation for our students. Word number 4. People, when they usually listen to this word, they say vacation. It's not the correct pronunciation. The correct pronunciation is vacation. Repeat after me at home and write it. Vacation and hotel. Right? Pedimos a los estudiantes en Instagram, YouTube, en Zoom que manden sus respuestas. emparejen los números con las letras. Right? We're going to be waiting for those answers. We have one answer right now. Professor Jose, just go for it.
Yes, Eddie Diaz has answered number 1. He says 1 is C. Yes, that is correct. That's a huge fish that they have in their hands. Thank you, Eddie, for sharing your answer. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, you can send your messages through Zoom, WhatsApp, or YouTube, or Instagram. We're going to be right here to have your comments and to listen to them. So you can feel free to send your responses and practice in the meantime. All right? One more. Now, especially when we have people in Panama and people coming from other countries, there are some common phrases that we can use. Common phrases, and this help us to speak a little bit more. For example, if a visitor, which is one of the words of the vocabulary, comes to Panama, and you know when we have a first comer, a person here, the person does not know that much about the country or the attraction he would like to visit. And if the person says or asks you, where can I get something to eat? Where can I get something to eat? You know, the person is asking because the person is hungry and the person wants to eat. So, where can I get something to eat? And then you recommend the person to go to a restaurant. Also, if the person does not speak the language and the person says, I need help, the person is requesting for help, right? So Professor Jose will explain them 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Alrighty, so some other common expressions that we have when you are in a location and you find yourself maybe alone and you don't know where to go, you can say, I'm lost. You can practice that at home. Try to practice. Repeat after me. I'm lost. Alrighty, so number 4 then, we have number 4. If you need some kind of means of transportation, if you need to transport from one place to another, you need a bus or a taxi. So you can ask people, where can I find a bus? Where can I find a taxi? You can repeat at home. Try to repeat. Where can I find a taxi or where can I find a bus? Can you show me the map? Can you show me how to get there? That's number 5. And remember to always say, when people say thank you, you can say, you're welcome. Practice at home. You're welcome.
Exactly. When they say like, thank you, they thank you for something, you say, oh, you're welcome, de nada. So we have special greetings for Professor Basilio Espinosa. He's greeting his students from Escuela Cerro Plata. So thank you so much, Professor, for being here and for supporting the learning process of our standing students. Now, let's practice. We're going to practice a little bit more on this one. So what is this practice about? You can either text on WhatsApp, YouTube, Zoom, or Instagram the following information. Can you mention tourist places you have visited in Panama? You can write and mention some names. Professor Jose, what is the activity we're asking for?
Mention tourist places you have visited in Panama. That's the activity, right?
Very good. Teacher, we have a very nice response from the previous practice. Go back to that slide. We have Mr. Jorge Sanchez. He says, number 1, the match says C is 2, then E is 3, and then 4 with number 5, and with D, right? So that's the match. Very good, Mr.
A5, correct.
That's
Very
correct.
good.
Very good. Congratulations, Mr. George, for participating. Very good. We're very proud of you guys. That's excellent. So we have, now let's practice on the following information. Mention places you have visited in Panama, touristic places that you have visited in Panama. Professor Jose, could you please tell us a place that you have visited here in Panama?
Correct. Yes, of course. I can tell a lot of places that I have visited here in Panama. For example, I love going to Casco Viejo on Sundays afternoon. You know, it's a beautiful place to be with your family or your friends. You know, you get to see a lot of great views. You know, you can watch the sunset. and you can, spend some great time and some great food too.
So that place is just at Casco Viejo, right?
Correct.
Very good. This is one place. Do we have any answer on Instagram about places people have visited?
Oh yes, our dear friend says, kids house says Boquete.
Boquete, that's in
Jennifer-
Chiriquí.
Yes, Jennifer says El Valle. Also, we have another one. Amador. Eddie says Panama Canal, Amador, San Blas, Contadora Island, and Iguana Island.
Wow, so many places. Teacher, I got one more here on Zoom. Grace Gonzalez wrote Panama Canal.
Very good.
Congratulations, Grace, for your great answer. Very good. You're teaching, and we are very proud of you for those responses. Yeah, now we have Professor Gladys Perez, Escuela en Coclecito. She's sending greetings to her student in 7th grade A. Welcome, Professor. Very good. That's wonderful. We also have students in Rio Indio. That's the Corregimiento El Valle Platanal. Students are right now on the media, just having the classes right now. Very good. Wonderful. We have a lot of places here. Well, next move on to the next slide to see what we have. Now, we have the kind of the topic explanation. It's called Knowing More About Panama and Its Attractions. You have already mentioned, places you have visited or places that you know. For instance, San Blas is such a beautiful place, San Blas Island, right? San Blas is an indigenous region. The old city of Panama is historical, a place there is a lot of history involved in the old Panama Foundation. By the way, we're getting closer to that anniversary on August the 15th. So to that particular place. Portobelo also in Colón is a cultural site where people go and visit. What about here in the city, Professor Jose? What is that nice museum that we have? Could you please tell people about it?
Yes, we have a very, very colorful museum with a very amazing design, which is called the Bio Museum. It's a museum of biodiversity. You can find, of course, and you can learn, of course, about the biodiversity found in nature and a lot of information about Panama and, all the kind of species that we have here and in many other places. So it's highly, highly recommended to go and visit.
Very good. Great places. Teacher, special regards to Professor Lucia Sosa. She's greeting her students. They're in high school from Escuela Huay Arriba Mirono, 9th grade. So that's middle school. Thank you so much, Professor Sosa, for greeting your students right here online. And thank you so much for joining us, supporting the learning process. Wonderful. Very good. We still have more places to see. Professor Jose, in his intervention, already spoke about Casco Viejo, right? It's a unique place. We are describing places right now, and it's a unique place. You might have your own description about it, but also we have that. What about El Valle de Anton? Right? It's kind of a magical place for its weather. Obviously, the famous one, the well-known, the Panama Canal. It's the famous one, right? We also have Taboga. It's an island, right? So we have a lot of people, visiting there before. Now we know we can't, but it's great to understand a little bit about the topic. Teacher Jose, would you mind continue to what is next?
We have a little reading part right here. We have a text and then you will be answering some questions, okay?
Yeah, this reading, it's in your booklet, Está en tu guía. So we are not going to read everything because you have it there. We're going to read only the first paragraph.
Okay.
So listen carefully to the teacher and try to understand while he reads.
Alrighty. So, welcome to Panama. Welcome to Panama. I'm Luis Castillo and I'm your tourist guide. Visiting Panama is a unique experience. There are many historical places and attractions to enjoy. In the city, you can visit the Casco Viejo and the old city of Panama to know more about our fascinating colonial history. Besides, you can go to the Amador Causeway and take a look at the Biodiversity Museum and the Smithsonian Exhibition Center.
Very good, teacher. Now, in your independent time, en su tiempo independiente, you can fill out the questions on your booklet. You know, that's week number 3, all right? But let's speak a little bit about grammar. Before I go into grammar, I want to greet Professor Mónica that she's sending greeting to her students in Escuela Nuestra Señora de Fátima. Very good, thank you for that. We have Professor Juan Carlos Sanjur, Premedia Multigrado, Cascabel Distrito de Mironó, séptimo grado. Welcome, Professor, for being here. I don't know, teacher, if we have any greeting on Instagram, so would like to also address those ones who are joining.
Ian Camargo is saying greetings to Colegio Aminta Martinez. Thank you so much for connecting with us and for staying with us. We have also another one. This is 7th grade, Marial, 7th grade, all right? Well, that's it.
Okay, very good. So let's continue a little bit with the adjectives. So we can also mention here that adjectives are words to describe places, people, or things. We make descriptions, all right? So we describe how the person, the place, or the thing is. Let me give an example. Casco Viejo is a historical place. San Blas is an indigenous area. Let's say the Bio Museum, it's good or it's beautiful. So we made some description. We have a lot of practices there, and we have the assignments to make a brochure, to write sentences, and to complete any project from your guía. All right? So that's important. Well, time is up for 7th graders. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, teacher Burton, and everybody, all students listening to us. So bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you.
Con la visión de fortalecer la participación de los padres de familia y los integrantes de la comunidad educativa, escolar y regional, el Ministerio de Educación, en alianza con las emisoras comprometidos con la formación de todos los estudiantes a nivel nacional, ha creado el proyecto educativo Conéctate con la Estrella.
Hoy vamos a hablar de la comunicación para 6º grado.
Los números naturales son aquellos que nos permiten contar los elementos de un conjunto.
Donde miles de niños y jóvenes se beneficiarán con las clases dictadas por profesores a través de la radio para estudiantes de primaria, premedia y media. Una alternativa educativa para los estudiantes que se encuentran en casa respetando la cuarentena por la pandemia del COVID-19. De esta manera, Meduca y estas emisoras garantizan que la educación no pare y que los estudiantes panameños no afecten su proceso de aprendizaje, llevando a los maestros hasta su hogar. Gracias a los 40 principales, Radio Panamá, Más Música, Radio Mía, RPC Radio, Telemetro Radio, Osana Capital, TVN Radio, Nacional, Crisol, Radio Hogar y Radio Católica. Síguenos en @NacionalFM Panamá y @CrisolFM Panamá. Conecte con la educación, entretenimiento e información, con 2 estaciones de radio unidas con la comunidad. Juntos lo hacemos.
Conéctate con la Estrella, es el proyecto de todos. Y si cantamos a coro todo el mundo.
Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to your English classes on Fridays. My name is Teacher Jose Morillo, and I'm very happy to join our class today. We have a very, very amazing topic. We have a lot of information to share with you guys. I hope you guys all stay tuned and try to practice as much English as possible. Our topic for today is family activities during the COVID-19 lockdown. What is a lockdown, you may wonder? Lockdown basically is you can't do anything. You have to stay home, stay with your family. You cannot go out, and if you are allowed to go out, you need to be given some kind of permission. So we are all in this very complicated situation in which we have to be at home most of the time. So we're gonna be sharing some information and how do you handle this process. It's very important that we are together alongside with the great teacher Jose Arjona.
Hey, what's up? Good afternoon to you all. I'm very happy to be here, especially because it's Friday. Not only that, but it's time to learn. It's time for you to, get the most out of it. And welcome to you all. Bienvenidos, octavos.
That's right. Teacher said it. This is 8th grade, octavo grado. Thank you so much for joining. So the learning objectives of today is that we will be able to collaborate with family activities during the lockdown. And we're going to be able to classify and enjoy activities with family. And the success criteria is try to describe how people help at home and ask and answer questions about the routine. So welcome 8th graders and be ready to learn. Alrighty, so we have a little definition here of family activities during lockdown in COVID-19. I'm going to read it for you. As I always say, try to practice at home, try to write down. Traten de escribir un poco, traten de pronunciar, traten de repetir y practicar un poco de inglés. So I'm going to read the definition. Try to read alongside with me at home. I'm gonna read it right now. Families around the world are suffering because of the pandemic, but they are looking for some strategies to have fun with responsibility during the time they have to stay at home. Okay, well, you can try to write down this definition a little bit and also repeat it. Teacher Jose.
Yeah, I have a very special greeting for Professor Eleida Guerra, Distrito de Mironó, Centro Educativo Multigrado Huay Arriba. This dear professor is greeting her students. Thank you so much, Professor Guerra, for joining.
Thank you. Thank you. We really appreciate that. So, we have a little fun fact right now. Did you know that switching to online classes is an example of physical distancing? We have something called physical distancing. What is physical distancing? Well, as the word itself describes, physical is to be, our body, and distancing is to keep away, to have some distance. So nowadays, if we go out, we have to be from a little distant to other people. So that is an example, and that is actually physical distancing. All right. So now you can see that everywhere out in the street. When you go out, you see that people are not together all in one place. They are trying to keep away like 2 meters away from each other because of this pandemic situation. So try to keep your physical distancing. It's very important. Now we have some vocabulary to cover from this unit. Try to repeat at home, try to follow me, and try to write down. Traten de escribir el vocabulario y repetir en casa como siempre les recomendamos. So I'm going to go with the vocabulary right now. Number 1 vocabulary is household chores. Household chores, which is basically the activities that we do in our house. Number 2, games. I'm pretty sure you like all of you guys like games. A todos les gustan los juegos. That's number 2, games. Number 3, pandemic. Number 4, social distancing. And number 5, quarantine. Try to repeat and practice at home. We have a special announcement from Teacher Jose?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much, teacher. We have greetings to estudiantes de premedia multigrado de Río Indio Arriba, Comunidad El Vallecito. Blessings to those students on behalf of their professors. Premedia multigrado Río Indio Arriba El Vallecito. That's in Cocle, Penonomé. Thank you so much for being here, and also for the teacher who is just saying us the greetings, Rolando Rodriguez.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We have here on Instagram connected, we have Cindy, Angelo, Jennifer, also Jolie, Marlean. It's saying hello, Teacher Hona. He's sending hello.
Oh, thank you. Nice.
Alrighty, we have also Jennifer and Sebas is here. Thank you, Sebas, for being here. Alright, so now we have a little match. Try to answer and send your answers about the matching activity. Okay, I'm going to explain. We have the numbers and we have the letters. We have the vocabulary and then the letters. Try to send me the number and the corresponding letter. Okay, number 1 is pandemic. Number 2 is quarantine. Number 3, household chores. Number 4, social distancing. And number 5, it's games. So try to answer following the numbers and next the letter. Teacher Jose.
Profesor quiere que le envíen las respuestas del pareo, unen los números con las letras. Esta práctica está en sus cuadernillos o guías. A través de Instagram, Facebook o WhatsApp pueden enviar sus respuestas. También nuestros niños que nos escuchan, copiarla en sus cuadernos. Thank you so much.
Correct. Thank you, teacher, for that explanation. So, try to send your answers. We're going to be reading your answers. I hope you guys enjoying some time taking these answers, taking into consideration answering these questions. Okay, so now we'll have a little practice, and I want you to think about 2 activities that you do at home with your family during the lockdown. You can send the name of the activity that you do at home with your family during this time. Okay, it can be anything. You can help your mom cook. You can help your dad with work. You can clean the house. You can wash the dishes. You can fix the bed. You can make the bed. There are many activities that you can do at home. So send us your answers about some activities that you do in your house in this time of lockdown. Teacher Arjona is going to tell me one activity that he does in his house during this lockdown time.
Well, I read books, but I also prepare recipes. Like cooking time, it is good to do it.
Well, that's great. He cooks and he reads. Okay, so those are some of the things that you can also do at home. Try to send us your answers. We're going to be reading your answers right now, if possible. Now we have a little practice. We have some images, and you have to send the word per image. Okay, we have 6 images, and we would like for you to send us anything that comes to your mind about these images. For example, number 1 can be lockdown or spend time with family. Number 2, to give you an idea, there is people cleaning things. So do you clean your house? Do you clean your bathroom? All right. So those are some of the answers that you can send us to this little activity that you have to do right now. This is related also to the vocabulary that we're practicing today. All right, now we go to the topic of explanation. Okay, we have 4 different words that we have, or vocabulary, that we are going to explain. Alrighty, I can see people in the house. J Salt. All right. Yes, you can see people in the house, of course, because you're inside your house. And you can see your family members. If you get visited by friends, you can see your friends too. Clean the bathroom. Code and can't X. Yes, clean the bathroom is one of them. You can write it in English.
Who wrote that?
I don't. The name is quite tricky. It's caught and can't X. So
thanks for participating.
Yes, of course, but he can do it in English. I'm pretty sure of that. Alrighty, so I'm gonna explain right now some of the topics that we have for today. Household chores. Household chores is basically the activities that you do in your house. For example, do the laundry. She does the laundry. If you have a sister and she helps you, she does the laundry. We have entertaining time. What is entertaining time? It can be, for example, watching a movie. If you watch a movie, that is considered entertaining time. We also have games. Maybe some of you guys play video games. If you like video games, that's part of it, because it's a kind of a game. It's on video. And the last one, we have virtual or distance learning. Right now, what we are doing is virtual or distance learning, okay? So we have all the online classes that we have is virtual learning. Talking to your friends through your phones is virtual learning. We have a little buddy here saying, hello, good afternoon, professor. My name is Ubaldo Enriquez from Colegio de San Carlos. Thank you, Ubaldo, for being here. Of course, I'm so glad that you're here. Send you regards to you. I send regards to your school too. Thank you, buddy. Alrighty. Well, practice the vocabulary, follow the instructions, and The more English you practice, the merrier, as the expression says. So we have another little practice right here. Remember the words physical distance, which of course talks about being away from each other a little bit. We have two types. We have social distance and physical distance, right? So, what is social distance? Social distancing and physical distancing, you can find the definitions in the dictionary if you have a dictionary, or you can look it up on your phone and try to find the definitions, and you can send the definition of what it is or examples. I want to know examples of social distance and physical distance, all right? So that would be very great if you can see some examples of social and physical distance, teacher Jose.
Yeah, for social distance, teacher, as you asked, I could say that I call a friend. That's social distance. I could call a friend, make a call. For physical distance, like don't visit crowded places. When there are a lot of people, don't go. That's keeping physical distance. Entonces el profesor pregunta qué actividades pueden enviar acerca de distanciamiento físico y distanciamiento social. So, podemos escribir en el cuaderno. You can write in your notebooks para los que nos escuchan por la radio. Y si tienen la guía, abrirla o escribir. ¿Qué actividades hacen para estar en la parte social distante y en la parte física? All right? Thank you. Continue, professor.
Correct. That's right. So you can send your examples. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of them. So we will be reading them. Okay? Now we are going to go to a little grammar part. All right? So it's time for grammar. We're going to be explaining the simple present. What is the simple present? In the simple present, we have affirmative and negative sentences, and we have questions, yes or no, or WH questions. Okay, I'm going to be reading some examples for you, and you can also make extra examples about this. For example, some affirmations are: I make the bed, you play bingo, she cooks dinner. Okay, those are affirmative sentences. Okay, now we go to negative sentences. We have, for example, I don't make the bed, you don't play bingo, and she doesn't cook dinner. Those are examples of negative. Now we go to yes or no questions. ¿Por qué se llaman yes or no? Because the answer is yes or no. There is no other possibility. You can only answer yes or no. For example, I can ask you and you can answer that. Do you make your bed? Do you cook? Do you do the laundry? Do you play games? And the possible answers are yes, I do, or no, I don't. Okay, so that's why they're called yes or no questions. Okay, but we got all other kinds of questions. We get WH questions. Tenemos preguntas de WH. ¿Qué son preguntas de WH? WH, for example, what do you do at home? These are information questions because the answer, la respuesta no puede ser sí o no, son de información. So what do you do at home? What does your brother do at home, for example? Okay? So practice these questions, follow this vocabulary, try to repeat at home, and you can ask your family members these questions. What do you do at home? Do you know how to cook? What music do you like? Those are some of the examples that you can ask your friends or family members at home. Alrighty, so we have a little practice before we go to the assignment. Look at these images right here. We have some images, and we're going to complete the sentences, okay? You have there the vocabulary. So what do they do at home? Use the picture to write your sentences, okay? So I'm going to help you with number 1. Wash the dishes says, as it accords to the image. It's accordingly to the image that it has next to it. So I can say, they wash the dishes. Okay, that is number 1. They wash the dishes. What about number 2? You can ask. You can send the answer for number 2 that we have here. Play board games. what are they doing? They play board games. And number 3, for example, we see a person that has a musical instrument right there. So I can say she plays the guitar. Okay, we're talking about third person, so we have to add one S to the verb. She plays the guitar. Teacher Jose.
Yeah, why don't we ask people on the media to tell us what do they do during this time of pandemic at home? So what do you do? ¿Qué hacen en sus casas? ¿Qué actividades? For those students listening, para los que nos escuchan, escríbanlo en su cuaderno, en Instagram o WhatsApp. Nos pueden mandar qué hacen, qué actividades realizan durante estas actividades. So what do you do? What activities do you do during this pandemic time? We're going to be waiting for your responses.
Well, Jay Saul says she does exercise every day. Very good answer, buddy. Excellent answer. Thank you so much for participating. Cot and Candy says nothing. Well, nothing is not an activity. I'm sure you can find something else to do.
At least you sleep.
You can find something else to do. Nothing is not an activity. Alrighty. Well, the assignment for today. Work on the given project in your booklet. List 5 different activities you do with your family during COVID-19. And write 15 sentences using the simple present tense. Okay? I repeat, work on the given project in your booklet. List 5 different activities you do with your family during COVID-19. And write 15 sentences using the simple present tense. So, teacher, what do you think about the topic of today?
Oh, great topic. Don't forget that you do have Google Classroom, and it's a great topic. I wish you the very best. Have a nice weekend, Teacher Jose.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Conéctate con Estrella, es el proyecto de todos.
Hoy más que nunca necesitamos estar unidos y bien informados.
Esto es un equipo y el equipo se llama Panamá.
El futuro del país está en la educación de nuestros jóvenes. El Ministerio de Educación ha lanzado diferentes proyectos educativos para que los estudiantes, profesores y padres de familia puedan acceder a estos recursos y sigan aprendiendo desde casa, como Ayudinga, Portal Educativo Educa Panamá, clases virtuales, foros educativos, capacitaciones para docentes, módulos didácticos, leemos un cuento y más de 300 cursos virtuales. Estas y otras iniciativas que impacten al país estaremos informando por CERTV. El proyecto del Ministerio de Educación Conéctate con la Estrella también está en la radio. De lunes a viernes de 11 de la mañana a 12 mediodía es el turno de los chicos de primaria. Sintoniza Nacional AM y FM y Crisol. Prepárate para aprender y no quedarte sin saber, porque a las 2 de la tarde se vuelven a activar para los de premedia y a las 3 para los de media. Ya lo sabes, si eres de primaria, premedia o media, esto es para ti. Conéctate con la Estrella, un proyecto de Meduca, ahora en la radio, por Nacional AM y FM, Crisol, y por nuestras redes, Instagram Live, @Nacional FM Panamá, @Crisol FM Panamá, Facebook Live, Nacional FM, Panamá, Crisol FM Panamá, y Twitter, @Nacional FM y Crisol FM.
Conéctate con Estrella, es el proyecto de todos. Y si cantamos a coro.
Hey, what's up? Checking that you're learning. Very good. Welcome to you all. This class is for 9th graders. I'm your broadcaster and professor, Mr. Arjona, and today is a very special day. Why? We have taken the opportunity to be here to learn a little bit more about the language, and we're so pleased to have you all nationwide. Greetings to those joining on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, or on the radio. Those who are listening to us, welcome to you all. The class is for you. So grab your pencil, grab your piece of paper, grab your notebook. It's time to write and time to learn. My friend and coworker is also here.
Hello and good afternoon for all the 9th graders. This is 9th grade, noveno grado. All right? Yes, I'm so happy to be here once again. Friday is for English, and to practice. So we have a great topic. Stay tuned, try to participate, and try to practice at home.
Definitely. We all agree on that way. The topic for today is the role of the family in school and community. The role of a family in the school and community. To be just learning what is the target of this class and the objective, the goal is the following. You learners will be able to share the role that family and school have in the society. Not only that, but you guys will be able to speak about the roles of families in schools and community. At the end of this lesson, you will be achieving the following, which is the success criteria. You can answer and explain the role of families in schools and communities during this time of coronavirus. Now, we have a very nice reading trying to define the meaning of the role of families in communities. You don't have to write it all. Just get the most important words that will help you to remember the topic. This definition has been there for you, in your booklet. I'm going to ask Professor Jose to read on this one. Please listen carefully.
Alrighty, try to listen, try to write, and try to practice at home. Okay, I'm going to read the definition right now. In this topic, we are going to learn how the families are facing the pandemic at home, and also the importance of keeping a good environment with school and community to make them stronger.
Very good. So remember to make families and school to work together to be stronger and stronger, better and better by the time. So we have a very interesting tip to share regarding the topic. And this is something that is a fact for sure, which is that in these days of quarantine, we have had to adapt to virtuality to work, and also school. And our role is to be a leader and to be adaptable to changes. When you are adaptable to changes, you are ready to modify your style of living. Remember that we were all sent home by what we were affected with this virus. And now we have to work at home. And then we have to study at home. We have to study. Most of you right now are studying and listening to us. Now, we have a very nice picture. And when we work together, family, school, and community, we are playing that role. And at the end, you will have a lot of benefits. But to understand a little bit more on the topic, we're going to introduce new words. Words that you can write down. All those listening on the radio, write down. All those on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, please write the following words Professor Jose will pronounce for you.
Okay, so we have some vocabulary here to practice today about the topic. And vocabulary number 1 is pandemic. Vocabulary number 2 is society. Number 3, welfare. Number 4, flourish. Number 5, keep. Number 6, community. Number 7, empower. And number 8, role.
Those words are right and correct. Especially, I would like to take some time to analyze word number 7, which is empower. When you empower yourself, you can make a lot of things, especially good things. Today, you are taking the role to have classes at home, to learn, so you empower yourself to do something meaningful. As an entire and united community, we have to have things clear, especially in this time of coronavirus. What are we supposed to do to be a responsible citizen? The following video will help us to observe exactly what we're meaning today. Let's watch a video, please. The video is based on this topic, the role that you have to take in terms of this topic. Let's go for it.
Social distancing, and why do we need to do it? Social distancing basically means stay at home. And if you have to leave your house, stay at least 6 feet away from other people at all times. Why? Because social distancing helps stop the spread of bad germs that make people sick. What is 6 feet? Picture a door laying down at your feet. Make sure that door is always between you and others. Social distancing is so important right now that you're not going to school, a lot of adults aren't going to work, there's no eating inside restaurants, and all sports have been canceled. We can't be physically close to others right now, but we can still do stuff with them. Don't give people hugs or high fives, but do send notes and drawings. Don't go to other people's houses or have people in your house, but do wave when you see them. We won't always have to do social distancing, but all of us need to do it right now. You can be a hero by keeping everyone safe with social distancing.
All right, so remember to keep your social distancing. Remember to keep 6 feet away from each other. And if you're going to say hello to somebody, you can wave. Alrighty, now we have a little matching activity. We have some vocabulary and we have some images. So we have to connect the numbers to the letters. I'm going to be reading your answers, okay? So number 1 is society. Number 2, welfare. Number 3 is community. 4, empower. And 5, role. So send your answers through social media. I'm going to be reading your answers and try to practice the vocabulary also at home. I repeat again, the vocabulary: society, welfare, community, empower, and role.
Yeah, we have a professor writing on WhatsApp telling the students, take notes. The students from Rio Indio Arriba, El Vallecito, take notes for 9th grade class, right? El profesor pide que puedan mandar sus respuestas de este pareo a las diferentes redes sociales. Remember, Nacional FM Panamá. We are on Instagram, YouTube, also on Facebook, and WhatsApp as well. You can send the answers to the match. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead with a nice topic explanation. I think we can go just there and then go for it.
Alrighty. The topic explanation, right? So when families and schools work together, learners do better, right? So some of the topic that we have for today is, for example, empower parents. Empowered parents are helpful parents that are trying to do their best to help their families, their kids at home. Also, they have to carry the responsibility of trying and learning to work from distance using the technology to work from home. You know, we have the lookout. You know, we have to look out for each other. We have the responsibility to be looking for and looking out for other people, for our family members. Okay, look out is like take care of other people. Explore learning. I think this is a great opportunity for everyone to explore. You know, trying something new, learn something new. You have many sources that you can learn from. So go for it. Explore learning. Together, of course, we have to be together. We are together in this. And the more together we are, the better. That's the whole deal of it. And also share. What is share? Share. Compartir. We have to share with friends, with family, with people we don't know. We are sharing every day, all the time, using the technology. So try to look out into this vocabulary. Try to practice and try to follow these instructions.
Yeah, definitely just follow that, and it's important. Now, Professor Jose would like to greet some people on Instagram that are with us today.
Yes, and on Instagram and paying very attention, we have Claribel, Anje. We also have right here, let me see. Well, I think it's a little difficult to pronounce. MC Gareth. What's your name? I don't know your name, MC Gareth. You can send me your name. So thank you guys for being here with us. You can try to answer the questions.
Yeah, we have students on WhatsApp said greetings to the high school and students and to the teacher Luis. Very good. Tell us where are you from right now. We also have saludos, greetings for Rosaina Ainet. Hasta la Pedregosa. Greetings to you as well. Thank you so much for being here.
Albis. Claribel says Albis. Okay. This is 9th grade. Marial, 9th. Noveno grado, Marial.
Good. The role also of families and communities is to respect, each other, to love, to communicate, and you also play. So these are things that we have. There is a reading also in your guide that you can go through the reading and answer the questions. We would like to go directly to the grammar explanation about possessive pronouns, and then we can just then you do the practice after. Professor Jose will help us with the explanation.
So we got some possessive pronouns. What are pronouns and what are possessive pronouns? Simple. They show possession. For example, I can say, for example, maybe this is my phone, right? So they all express possession, something that is yours, okay? So we got the personal pronouns and the possessive pronouns, okay? So there is a difference. We're going to read the difference. For example, the personal pronoun, we have he, and the possessive, we have his. For example, if I see, I don't know, a car, I can say that is his car, Michael's car, or George's car.
Referring to a man, Professor Jose, then we use his, right?
Correct. For man, we use his, and for ladies, we use her. For example, if I see my friend Maria's phone, I can say this is her phone, all right? I can also say my phone because it belongs to me. If it's my good friend Jose's, I can say this is your phone. It expresses possession. And for example, if we have a class, this is the class of 9th grade, I can say this is our class because we are all together in this. We belong to it. And if there is a group of friends that they are taking a class, also we can say it's their class when we're talking about them. Cuando hablamos de ellos. Teacher Jose.
Yeah, Mr. Darwin, it's greeting to his school, IPT Joaquina H. de Torrijos. Welcome, very good. We also have greetings to Kaylee Dominguez y Eric del Colegio San Cristobal. Thank you so much for being here.
Okay, so we also have some greetings here. Thank you so much for staying tuned. María Las Minas, muy interesante la clase de hoy.
Very good.
Say the same, Claribel. Thank you, Claribel, for joining. And their shoes are clean. Jaisal, I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah,
dirt.
We are saying the Jaisal is practicing in English. Thank you for practicing. That is so good. Thank you.
And he used the possessive. It says there, right?
Their shoes are clean. Yes, exactly. He's talking about
someone else's shoes.
The possessive there. Perfect answer. Thank you, buddy. Alrighty. So we have a practice right here. Teacher Jose, what is the practice?
Yeah, the practice, it's about possessive pronouns.
Correct.
So we have 5 different sentences, and in breaks, you have 2 choices. Number 1, Maya talks to mother every day. His or her? Let's just identify that. Maya, it's a girl. What is the possessive adjective for a woman or for a girl? You can send us that information through Instagram, or write it down or circle in your booklet if you have it. So Maya talks to his or her mother. Number 2, Luis sells all car. His or her? Luis is a man. So what would be the possessive adjective for a possessive pronoun adjective for Mr. Luis? His or her? Then you circle the information. We're going to wait for your responses. And we can go ahead on the fact that as a community, we're doing online learning and we're using different platforms. Zoom, Google Meet, and Teams. You can also send us your information. En esta modalidad virtual, ¿qué plataforma están utilizando? What platform are you using? And also, you can send us that. We have some assignments. Professor Jose?
Oh, correct. We have an assignment. So the assignment for today, you have to work on the project with your teacher, check your booklet, write a descriptive paragraph explaining your role as a student, 150 words. Prepare a short speech about the role of families in schools and communities. Teacher Jose. Yes, we have people who are connected, of course. Claribel is here, MC Gareth also joining. Claribel and Anje. Thank you, Anje, for joining.
Wonderful. Very good. Well, time is up for 9th graders. What a great day. What a great class. Before we end it up, we have something to announce.
Yes, Jolie has the answers for this. Jolie, thank you for answering. Number 1 is her. Number 2 is his. Number 3 there.
Wonderful. You see, people don't want to just finish right here, but we have to because we have a different grade. Well, outstanding today. Enjoy your weekend. It was an honor to be sharing with you all. Enjoy the weekend, and I wish you the very best.
Thank you.
Es el proyecto de todos.
Con la visión de fortalecer la participación de los padres de familia y los integrantes de la comunidad educativa, escolar y regional, el Ministerio de Educación, en alianza con las emisoras comprometidos con la formación de todos los estudiantes a nivel nacional, ha creado el